we'll do it.
What he's saying is, with like the switches, that's not really important now.
Okay.
Um, whether or not he doesn't want you like to end up like destroying all the walls and all trying to get all the wiring out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but the switches will eventually all have to come out. But that's not important now. What's important now is gutting like the wiring in the basement.
Yep.
Making sure that all the lights throughout are all removed, and all the tiles are
Removed.
so that we can do whatever we have to do.
And obviously everything off the floors.
Yes.
The furniture and everything else has to be out of here.
It has to be clear so we can actually work. The fire alarm, he's not doing anything with the fire alarm. It's not part of anything. He doesn't think you should touch it.
Yeah, true. Or security.
And until you get someone that is
certified.
Yeah, and then they can see what works and what you need, and this way you ripping out something you probably have to put back in.
Amen.
So as far as that, I mean it's quite a bit, but I mean if you got to wanting to rip out the boxes, I mean I don't know that you need to rip out the boxes. Because that can kind of snowball on you. You know what I mean? You take the plate off, and then you pull the switches out, and then you cut the wires. That's fine. Now you end up with a box. Now you try to rip the box out, and the wires. Have you ever seen that movie? Just keep pulling
The whole house comes apart.
Basically, yes. So
okay.
I'm not sure what your plan is with the building part of it, as far as like switches that we're not going to end up using, or the old locations. I'm not sure if your plan is to patch that stuff with wood. If you want to leave the boxes.
We'll do that after you guys are done. We'll do,
okay.
And if you want us to leave it there, and then we'll do all the cleanup later.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you to rip out a box, because if a box is there, we could actually put a blank, even if there's no wiring in it, we could put a blank plate on it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's what you want to do, and removing the devices and the wiring in the box might be
right.
something that could get done, but I wouldn't necessarily go and start ripping out boxes, and I certainly wouldn't probably start tearing the walls and look for wiring. You know
okay. Now, when we remove the wires from the lights, do you want us to clip them to the wall or pull out what we can from the wall?
What I would probably suggest doing is wherever the wires above the ceilings disappear into the walls, you can whack it there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Any wire that disappears into the walls, just leave.
Okay.
Any wires that, once they come out and they start doing whatever they're doing, those can get whacked and removed.
Okay. Easy.
I don't know if you guys are planning on building a scrap pile to make
for trash?
Well, I'm thinking, for recycling.
Oh, geez.
I wasn't sure if you guys were going that way or not.
Yeah, well, we really should, because we're a green community. So the copper wire we should probably save, eh?
And probably, it would help, with funding in some kind of small way.
That's fabulous. I never thought of it. Okay. And then,
but I would suggest that you know that and say that to your workers up front, so the stuff doesn't start disappearing.
Understood. Okay. Good.
And so I guess that is like a general overview of what you're going to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Some rooms, like this room, would probably be pretty easy, because there's not a lot of exposed wiring.
Yeah, there really isn't.
Obviously, you got some dangerous stuff that's exposed, but that'll all be dead, and something.
Oh, how about the light, the night light outside? Make sure that that's off, probably, right? So that doesn't come back and bite us.
Yeah.
The one up on this outside that's on at night.
Is it in the back or in the front? Where is it?
Well, we can walk outside and I'll show it to you.
Well, you want it to stay working? Is that what you're saying?
No. I mean, if
to make sure that it's not on when you start cutting wires, is that what you're saying?
I leave that up to you. As long as we can start cutting and not get popped, we'll work.
The only thing that will have power, as I said, will be the temporary lights in the basement.
Okay.
And an outlet at the basement.
Fantastic.
At the panel.
So that means the garage will be dead too. Well, the garage is dead already. I hadn't been.
I don't know, but yeah, the garage will be dead, and all that wiring can get ripped out. So,
We'll have to, we might make that another phase after you get done this building. Because everything we put from in here is going to go in the garage.
it's the giant junk drawer. All right.
Because, I mean, where else could we put all the stuff that we've been accumulating for the sale? Well, we'll talk about that. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And obviously.
Because you could prepare this, because the power is going to come from here to the garage anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe that sending any kind of power to the garage was on the print. I don't think it was.
I talked to Jim about it.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
He knows. He should know about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't recall seeing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you said you're going to get all the rooms cleared out,
Yeah.
including this.
Everything.
There's a room upstairs.
Yep.
That is going to be, I think, a room that holds computers and stuff. It's like a closet.
It's only storage for right now. It won't. The computers will be primarily on the first floor, not the second.
Is that different from the plans?
Nope. Nope. It's not. The plans show the computer room right here, right over there. That's where the cubicles will be.
Servers too? Or is they going upstairs?
We're not having major servers. There are no major servers going to be used in this.
Rather than print, because my understanding, Jim had talked to me about, there's a room in the front corner upstairs.
Yep.
Over here.
Yep.
That we're supposed to put a bunch of like outlets for. I thought he said it was for computers. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Down here, you will. And it could be right here. Okay.